kumpulan akar umbi, anak muda, ahli akademik, pemimpin masyarakat dan juga rakyat yang prihatin. Berdasarkan proses consultation ini adalah dinyatakan bahawa Bersih satu, membantah penafian berterusan daripada pihak kerajaan dan ketiadaan tindakan yang diambil sehingga kini. Sebaliknya, pihak kerajaan telah mengganggu siasatan yang dilakukan oleh PAC dan Jawatan Kuasa Khas 1MDB Task Force, memecat Timbalan Perdana Menteri, menukar Peguam Negara, menukar Ketua SPRM dan 2 pegawai kanan di dalam SPRM. Undang-undang zalim, halangan keluar negara dan intimidasi oleh polis dan pihak berkuasa turut dilakukan ke atas aktivis sosial dan juga ahli politik untuk menutup mulut mereka. Kedua, oleh itu kami percaya bahawa cadangan untuk turun ke jalan raya merupakan satu cadangan yang tepat. Sebagai rakyat Malaysia, kita harus mengambil satu pendirian yang tegas terhadap skandal rasuah terbesar tanah air kita, dan ini juga merupakan pecah amanah. Terdapat kelalaian yang serius dalam kewajipan Perdana Menteri dan ahli kabinetnya untuk menjaga kepentingan rakyat. Mereka telah membenarkan skandal 1MDB untuk berlanjutan selama 5 tahun tanpa sebarang accountability. Kini mereka harus menyiasat, menangkap dan mendakwa segera Malaysia Official 1 akan jenayah yang sudah dilakukan. Jika mereka tetap membisu, maka Perdana Menteri dan Kabinet harus letak jawatan serta-merta. Ketiga, oleh itu satu himpunan aman Bersih 5 akan dianjurkan. Ini adalah lanjutan untuk meminta tindakan yang sewajarnya dan untuk accountability skandal 1MDB. Masa dan tarikh aksi Bersih 5 akan diumumkan dalam masa terdekat. Pada ketiga ini, Bersih akan fokus untuk membina satu gerakan majmuk untuk dan melibatkan pelbagai pihak untuk menjayakan Bersih 5. Konsultasi dengan semua pihak akan diteruskan dan gerak kerja mobilisasi Bersih 5 akan bermula dari saat ini. Bersih 2 bersama dengan NGO yang lain dan rakyat Malaysia yang prihatin sudah pun memulakan pelbagai aktiviti protes mingguan terhadap skandal 1MDB. Bersih juga menyokong himpunan Tangkap Malaysia Official 1 yang dirancang oleh anak muda pada 27 hari bulan Ogos tahun ini, dan Bersih turut menyokong segala aksi menyerahkan memorandum ke agensi-agensi kerajaan dan laporan polis terhadap Malaysian Official 1. Rakyat Malaysia tidak boleh berdiam lagi dan atau menerima kleptokrasi dan skandal rasuah yang telah terjadi. Kita harus terus menuntut jawapan dan kebenaran. Bersih mengajak semua rakyat Malaysia untuk meneruskan perjuangan dan bersatu pada masa yang penting ini. Sekian, terima kasih.
Soalan. Kita buka ke soalan yang berikutnya.
Maria. Yeah. Can we have an idea when you might have Bersih 5?
Can you tell me your newspaper, please?
Sorry, Joseph Robertus.
Next slide. There isn't a date fixed
Right.
nor any month fixed as reported in Malaysia, Malay Mail online. I think that was a wrong reporting. Sorry. But we have not fixed any date. The details will be announced when we are ready. Our priority now is really to raise the awareness to everyone in every state, so that they understand why we are doing a Bersih fight, and also to do full mobilization.
So you will be launching a roadshow.
Yes.
Well,
actually, we are launching, one is the roadshow, two is actually a series of protests. So the protests that we have actually mentioned here are part and parcel of the build-up towards Bersih fight.
Okay.
What are you waiting for what are your considerations before announcing the date? Now that you've already given notice, do you anticipate any problems or any, what are you waiting to announce?
Like I said, we need to do the awareness at the present moment. From our experience, we just feel that, at the ground level, the impact of 1MDB is still not fully understood. We want people to understand why we are protesting, because this is really about a grand corruption. Yeah, about theft of public money, our money being stolen, and yet, we need to raise the anger and the awareness so that people will be able to understand that this cannot go on anymore.
So this rally is mainly to protest the 1MDB test. So is it also include wanted the Prime Minister to go now or anything?
I guess the Bersih fund would be a continuation of what we demand in Bersih 4. Yeah. Besides getting the accountability, we also want the institutional reform, because our institution has actually failed us at the present moment, and we want everyone to understand that why is it important that we need to strengthen our institutions.
So is it included Prime Minister?
So we are actually asking that the investigation to actually happen on this Malaysia official #1, and also to arrest this person once it is identified.
So I'm asked from Ustaz, let's say you have finalized the date, will you also invite former Prime Minister and also Nasri Muhyiddin and other former UMNO leaders join the rally to give?
Actually, everyone is most welcome to join us. Yeah, but most important is that they have to agree with our demands, which is one, to actually ask for accountability. Two is our institutional reform agenda is still valid. And what we demanded in the Bersih 4.
Lebih ramai orang datang menyokong Bersih 5, lebih baik, tidak kira siapa, lelaki, perempuan, they all can come together, support the main agenda of Bersih 5, which will be formulated very soon.
Will it be similar to Bersih 4, where the rally is overnight, or will it be just a single day?
Oh, the form we have not confirmed yet. Yeah, and the form venue not yet. Not yet. Yeah.
So there is now no call for Prime Minister Najib Razak to resign, because in the military police chief has said that he will not allow that form of rally to go ahead. So will there be any calls for Prime Minister Najib Razak to resign as part of the Bersih demands?
At the moment, we are actually focusing on the Malaysian official #1. Yeah. And if you read the lawsuit, we all have a good idea who is that person.
Maria, Hui Ying from Oriental Daily. You mentioned you need to gather more diverse group for this rally. Does it mean that you would like to prevent something that happened like Bersih 4, where Bersih is demonized, like they are just participated by the Chinese?
Well, no, not really. We want a much more broader spectrum of people. Of course, we want more than 500,000. Yeah. So we want every group. Actually, this one is something that we want every Malaysian to join us, because how can we allow our nation to go down this road where, you know, corruption is becoming acceptable? Money is being stolen from this country is acceptable? No, we are saying no. So everybody should actually rise up and join this rally, and we are trying to mobilize as many people as possible, as many groups as possible. So we need time. We really need time.
One more question. There are reports saying that the red shirt group will also vote on the same day. So
They can join us.
They can join us.
If they agree with our agenda, why not?
Ahlan wa sahlan, the Arab say.
So do you think the past leaders and supporters will come to this rally?
Well, we will try to approach them. We are still in the process of discussion. We
What
welcome
if
everyone.
they refuse?
What if we can't force them, can we?
The former US ambassador has suggested the person to get out from KL and go to the Malay area to help the so what's the opinion on this?
I guess we can still hold protests in any area. In fact, we are hoping that, you know, every state, the people will actually hold their own protests. But bear in mind that the city is still a city. Yeah, it's a core point for protest. We are not sure whether we are going to hold it here in KL or elsewhere, because the form and venue is not in our main priority at the present moment. We are still at the present moment trying to mobilize as many people as possible, and the awareness is important to us.
Maria, when you say as many people as possible, what's the target?
No time.
Just more than people.
Well, we are not sure lah. We try lah.
Remember last year when there was a Bersih rally, everyone came out. But do you think it achieved what you wanted to see? Do you think rallies will get the outcome that you want, given what happened last year? And also it was painted as a racist rally, as an anti-Malay, Chinese against Malay kind of rally and whole red shirt. So do you think having another rally will achieve the purpose that you want, given what happened last year?
I think that we shouldn't fall into that whole concept of Bersih 4 is a Chinese rally. Are we saying that all those people who appear, who join Bersih 4 are not Malaysians and are not voters in this country? No, we are not. We recognize every one of them, and it's also not true that it's totally Chinese either. So as to whether we achieve or not, yes, of course, because that was our largest rally, and it shows the awareness of the people that they are willing now to actually say that they are not for the deterioration of governance in this country. That was Bersih 4. That is the biggest achievement that we have ever made. But we have to move forward.
It's a little addition. We definitely want to change this from just being an urban issue to a Malaysian issue. So that's very important. That's why we need to build up, to go everywhere, to meet all races and all segments of the society and NGOs and such. So it's very important for us to build up on this, so that it becomes a Malaysian issue that is felt. Now, 1MDB, it's too complex for the typical person outside the urban areas. So we hope the issue will be realized by them, and in the simplest of the form.
Kami akan cuba menerangkan kepada seramai mungkin kepada masyarakat luar bandar tentang makna dan tanda daripada 1MDB. Ini masih lagi proses yang berjalan, kerana daripada perbincangan kami dengan NGO-NGO, masih ada lagi sektor-sektor masyarakat Malaysia yang tidak memahami secara tuntas. It's not completely understood. So this is the role of Bersih and the campaign and the roadshow to explain thoroughly, clearly apa itu 1MDB dan siapakah dia Malaysian Official One. Ini persoalan yang kita harus gerakkan dari hari ini sehingga Bersih 5 di mana akan dikatakan bila nanti.
I know there's this expectation of a date, but I think that given the magnitude of the problem that we have here, we have to actually prioritize what is it that we want to do before we even call a rally. So as far as Bersih is concerned, we want to raise the awareness so that people actually understand, yeah, and also to actually get as many people on board together with us, join us to actually make a process. Otherwise, then we wouldn't be able to achieve our main objective because we are actually asking for a united Malaysia in Bersih Fund.
Maria, any idea when the roadshows will start?
Actually, it's started already.
Ya, and saudara, dia producer ya, kalau saudara baca itu, pada 27 hari bulan ni, on the 27, the young people, anak muda is starting their protest in Kuala Lumpur. At the same time, this Friday, the protest is starting. The roadshow explaining, simultaneously we are going to explain. It started already, the consultation, perbincangan dan tuntas sedang berjalan. It is ongoing process.
How long do you think it will take for you to get people to be aware of this issue?
How long is the screen?
As long as it takes.
Yes. Yeah.
So even though there was no maybe tangible outcomes from the rally last year, do you still believe rallies can affect change as far as the public?
Maybe I'll take that. I mean, we wonder whether Bersih 4, though we attracted so many people to come out, nothing seems to have changed. But I think we got the worst attention. The fact that so many hundreds of thousands of people came out for 34 hours, the world took notice, and I'm not saying that that led to what happened in the US, but it could be. You know, could you imagine if Bersih 4 had been only 4,000 people? I think the US will not even take a second look. But the fact that I think it has gathered that many Malaysians to come out to express their dissatisfaction, I think it brought attention to a very important issue. And the DOJ civil suit just confirmed what we were saying, that massive large-scale kleptocracy has been taking place in our country. I think Bersih 5, we want even more people to come out, so that because otherwise the world would think that we don't really care. That's not true. We do care.
I see that the rallies are actually pressure, you know. If you trace from Bersih 2 to Bersih 4, we have actually made some inroads to some of the reforms. But we still need to consistently put in the pressure, to build up the pressure so that, you know, at one point we have to listen to the people that are actually what we are saying and all that. So the rallies definitely are the pressure. But as Bersih has always asserted, is that rally is not the only thing that we do. We have been having other programs and roadshows and building our volunteer and doing the election observation. These all add into the pressure of what we want to see, you know, in terms of the institutional response.
Sorry, Shannon here from Straits Times. I just want to clarify, so for Bersih 5, among other objectives, you are also calling for Prime Minister Najib to step down. Specifically, that is one of your
We are actually calling for the Malaysian official number 1 to actually be investigated and arrested.
To be identified first. We want to be identified and then didakwa lah. Seperti tuntutan daripada anak muda pada 27 hari bulan ni. Dia official Malaysian, official 1.
But last year at Bersih 4, you did ask for Najib to step down. So is that not something you are still calling for this year?
I guess the Prime Minister also has to be held responsible. Whether he is the Malaysian official number 1, we don't know. Okay, but I think that, you know, to some extent, he also held key positions within the 1MDB. For 5 years in our statement, we say that this has happened not 1 year, not few months, but over 5 years, and we are holding key positions. Don't tell me you don't know what's happening in 1MDB.
Ada lagi?
With the NSC bill is now, so are you worried about that? I mean,
that will be something that we will actually consider. But if you hear what the IGP is saying, that, well, if we are not slammed with the NSC, we will be slammed with the PAA. There are many laws that can repress us.
Yesterday, he released a statement saying that even ISIS is not considered national security, it won't be used against ISIS. So if the NSC won't be used against ISIS, there's no reason why it should be used against the rally. It doesn't make any sense at all. I think that thing is very clear. We're going for a peaceful process. There's no question of the NSC at all, I think. And there's no question of other laws. Except, the only thing he has spoken about, I think, in an interview with Mr. Kini, he said was the Peaceful Assembly Act. Nothing else can be used. So I think we have announced the rally way further than that. So even that person doesn't arrive anymore.
The PAA needs 10 days.
Yeah.
From now on, we have announced very long time.
Sorry, this being just one more question about the road shows. Could you maybe give an idea of the outreach, where have you gone so far? How are you going to go about it? Are you going to the villages, or how exactly are you going to do it?
We actually are in the process of planning. So we will definitely announce it on our Facebook or website where we are going. But those areas will be our consideration.
So the main rally still in city, right? The end.
We are not sure yet. We are not sure yet. It can be simultaneous in many places. Can be in any form. We are not sure.
Okay. But also there's we must remember also Bersih 5 also, there's our friends here. There's also the Global Bersih. We forget about that. Global Bersih also will be initiated. The person who was here was at the meeting, the last meeting. Global Bersih will activate now. They will also alert worldwide. Now we have in 85 cities all over the world. So they will, by now, as we are talking now, Global Bersih also is reactivating and become more active to partake in Bersih 5.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.